seem to post it even when I do record. Okay, guys. Anybody have any burning questions before we get started? No? Okay. The first thing I wanted to touch on was the groups for next month already. I know it seems like a ways away, but again, I feel like the more time you have leading up to it, just the more conversations you'll have going, and it gives people time to complete their enrollment, all that stuff. So that being said, they talked about, Karen, what was the thing called for September?
It's called the Health Bet.
Health Bet. Okay. So
that's $1 million bet.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Yeah. Where they're contributing a certain amount for every challenge. Is it just Country Heat challenge pack, or it's any challenge pack in August?
Any challenge pack. Like they've already have $1 million set aside.
Right. But then they're adding to that.
Right.
Right. Okay. So, and I think the cap is 3 million is what he said at Summit. So anyway, basically how it goes is it's run through the Challenge Tracker app. They're obviously still trying to really get people to use that more. But basically anybody that participates in a challenge group in September that purchased a challenge pack in August is eligible for the pot. And there's some kind of criteria. I think what I remember it being was you have to log 3 workouts and 5 Shakeologies a week. Something.
And I think the Shakeologies have to be with the picture.
With the picture, right.
Then anybody could go in and, just say, okay, I'm drinking it.
Yeah, well, I feel like that's the same for the workouts. But anyway, so I feel like it's definitely worth getting people to do it through.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to get my share of the $1 million.
How are you going to do it? You can't buy a challenge pack.
Oh, shit. I just bought P90X3 too. I could have bought it as a challenge pack.
No, not as a coach. You can't. Not as a coach.
Oh, I'm going to make Catherine do it then. I'm going to make my daughter do it.
Yeah, make somebody do it that you know, but it definitely can't be you. But yeah, no, I think.
Well, then I don't care about that.
I mean, take the money if she gets some. But basically, anybody that does that gets a share of the pot. So you might as well. I mean,
right.
So
are we ditching the back to school thing?
No.
Okay.
No.
So this is just going to be a part of the back to school thing.
I would say so, yes.
Okay.
I would say people can just log it there, but we'll still run a group like normal, if that makes sense. We'll just tell them in addition that they have to log their thing in there if they want to have part of the pot. But I personally don't like running the groups through the Challenge Tracker.
Me either.
The
okay.
interaction's just not the same. So I'm still planning on doing the back to school. So basically, I personally want to do another post-holiday cleanse / back to school group. It'll be right after Labor Day starting anyway. So people love the freaking word cleanse, I tell you. So whether people want to buy a Kickstart or they just want to do a Shakeology cleanse, I still think most people like starting off that way. So I plan on calling it post-holiday cleanse back to school something or other. Any objections to that or?
No, I don't mean to backtrack, but on this health bet thing, on Carl's Facebook page where he's explaining it, it doesn't say anything about when you buy your challenge pack. It just says participate in a challenge group on the My Challenge app from September 5th through October 2nd. So I think
does it exclude coaches?
It doesn't say.
I don't think so.
Okay. I guess I misunderstood.
Now there could be more behind the scenes details for coaches. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is what he's putting out there, but
yeah. Okay. Well,
I'm in.
Basically anybody. So we should actually contact any challenger we've had in the past about it that's purchased a challenge pack.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say, because hopefully it can pull some of those people that have kind of slipped off track or whatever back in maybe. So
Perfect.
that'll be a good idea. So that starts September 1st. Then the post-holiday cleanse is whatever that first Monday is. But unless anybody has any objections to that, I just feel like, at least for me, like people were eating that stuff up the last time.
Right.
Memorial Day or whatever the heck it was. So again, I'm going to try to make a thing for it already this week. Oh, before I forget, has anybody had any takers on the challenge heat, country heat?
No.
One maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody else?
But I'll
I've
throw her
been
in our
too
regular
sick.
group.
Yeah. So we don't have enough people because I had like 3 people friggin' respond. I honestly, I don't feel like it's the program necessarily. I think the time of year is kind of sucky.
Yeah.
Maybe people just think it's going to suck. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if you do have the badonkadonks people, they're just going to have to go into the other group and explain. I mean, they're not going to, it doesn't matter. So
I don't know what you're talking about, but I just came into that last little
okay.
bit.
The Country Heat Challenge group
Okay.
is supposed to be starting Monday, but we were going to do a separate, like, just Country Heat group, but I don't think we have enough people to do that. So I was just saying, if you have Country Heat people signing up for the 14th, then they're just going to go in the Save Our Summer, whatever group. Okie dokes. Okay, and then we were talking about the September group. Kelly, we're going to do a post-holiday cleanse because it's going to be that first Monday. I guess it's technically the Monday of Labor Day. So we'll probably start on Tuesday like we did the last time. But anyway, it'll be something like that. And I will work on, I feel like my graphics have gotten reasonably decent. You guys, if they suck, tell me. But I can make a graphic hopefully this week, and everybody can start inviting and doing all that stuff. Sound good? Any question about challenge groups? The current one, the future ones, anything like that? Any input? Okay. This is like so many people tonight. Do you guys know how much I'm loving this right now? Okay, I'm really excited. Okay. So what I wanted to go over, and if this isn't helpful, you guys can totally just stop me and say, Emily, we don't really care what you're talking about right now. I get a lot of questions about like messages I'm sending or how I'm reaching out to a certain group of people and blah, blah, blah. So I thought I would kind of focus on different subset of people because at this point I've reached out to people I know, people I don't know. I've had some success with leads. All this other stuff. So I thought I kind of made a list of names of, conversations that I had with people that I felt like went pretty well or whatever, or just kind of represent a typical conversation I have with, that type of person or whatever, that I could just kind of share with you guys and you could ask me questions and go from there. Does that sound decent? All right, let me get my screen set up here first. Actually, sorry. Okay, give me just a second, guys. Sorry. Okay. Okay, let me share screen. I don't know why I'm struggling so hard. Where is the share screen? There it is. That giant button. Okay. Share screen. All right. Does everybody see it? We see my messenger here?
Yep.
Okay. So this is the first one I was going to do. This is my free leads or my Success Club leads. Now, most of these people are people that ordered something. So this particular girl ordered Shakeology. And so what I've been trying to do to find these guys on Facebook, like that's the best way, obviously, to try and reach out to them. So I've been trying to search by their email address, and when that doesn't work, I just type in their name and like the state they're in or the city they're from, just something that matches up with whatever's in my Coach Online office enough to where I can narrow it down that, yep, that's the person that ordered from me. It's not always possible, and sometimes I just can't find them at all because their name's too common or whatever. But in this case, I felt confident this was the girl. So I just sent her a message after she ordered, just introducing myself as her coach. Would love to chat about some recipes for your Shakeology. And she happened to actually go to UCO, which is in Edmond, which is where my mom lives, where I'm from. So that was kind of an interesting point of commonality that we had. So I used that to strike up a conversation. So I always send them a friend request as long as they have that enabled or whatever. So anyway, she responded. She's loving Shakeology. So I asked her about her fitness goals. She says, oh, I started the 21-day fix. I'm like, awesome. Let me add you to a group. She said, that'd be awesome. So I added her. She's been in the group. She's obviously been quiet or whatever. So just checking in with her, blah, blah, blah. She says she's doing pretty well, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then today I checked in with her because I thought she was on Home Direct, but she wasn't. But I just wanted to check in, see how she's loving her shake because I was going to convert her to a coach. And so we had a conversation today. She's basically like, that sounds great. And she says she's going to sign up on the 20th when she gets paid. So that's one conversation, again, with a lead. Now, I have plenty of leads that never respond. This is not like every single lead responds, but I have had a lot of success recently finding people, reaching out to them on Facebook. I feel like through Facebook, they see that you're like a real person and not like some, automated whatever, I guess. I don't know, but I've been having a lot of luck. I've converted 3 leads recently to coaches. I've converted several of them to challenge packs and stuff like that. So I feel like that's been going pretty well. Any questions about leads at all, you guys? I guess it's kind of a future thing for most. Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Hey, can I have that that little blurb where you said so for $15.95, that little paragraph? Can you copy me
Down here?
that?
Yeah, this you're talking about? Yeah. You want me to put it in the team leaders thing or what?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Copy. Okay.
What's
Who's asking a question?
I think it's me. What is the team leaders thing?
That's the group chat we're in. It's called
Okay.
Team leaders.
Gotcha.
Don't worry, you're in there. Which reminds me, I need to add Taylor to that too. Remind me to add you, Taylor, before the end of this call. Okay. Any questions about that one, you guys?
No.
Okay. I wanted to go into the people I don't really know in real life, which is quite honestly the vast majority of people, but these are kind of 2 extreme ones, like really people I don't know at all in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so this girl and I have a bunch of local mutual friends. So I sent her a friend request, obviously back in May or sometime. She accepted it for whatever reason. So back in May, I sent her a Mother's Day post. She's like, oh, thanks. So we got into this conversation. She's an orthodontist, so I told her my 9-year-old's probably going to need braces. And I actually ended up taking her in when she needed a spacer put in. And so she is now my daughter's orthodontist. Then that obviously 3 months later, like I never invited her. We never talked about that at all, but I obviously through watching me through Facebook and our, few interactions at the orthodontist, she sends me a thing saying, looking at this challenge that I had invited her to, obviously, Can I give her more info? So I go into my spiel. Now, guys, this is how I do almost all of my conversations when we're specifically talking about an invite or starting a program or joining a challenge group. I usually like to start by asking a little bit about you to see what some of your struggles and goals are right now. Then I'll give you the deets or details. Sometimes I'm a little less formal on the line dancing group, and together we can decide if it'll be a good fit for you. Sound like a plan? And then I said, whoops, sorry, I'm a doofus. Apparently you responded. She was responding to the sugar detox, which was like literally a month ago or something. So anyway, she shares her things. Then I go, we're having a conversation. So basically, I use the feel, felt, found thing, you guys. When she comes back saying, I'm so run down, I feel terrible, blah, blah, blah. I want to be a good example for my kids. I always come back with, I can totally identify with what you're saying. I was in the same boat kind of thing. And then explain to them how these programs have changed for me. Then I followed up with, I'd love to share a few more details about the program we will be using. Again, I'm loving this wording, you guys. Basically just saying, this is what we're doing. Do you want to do it too? Rather than trying to kind of pussyfoot around it, I guess. But I'd love to share a few more details about the program we will be using so you can decide if it's something you feel confident you can commit to in order to reach some of your goals you've shared with me. Sound good? Sounds perfect. And I almost always get that response. They're at least like interested in hearing more, which is what you want, right? So that's when I go into the, I'm still using my part 1, part 2, part 3 thing. I still feel like it's working really, really well for me, where I explain the exercise, the clean eating plan, and I include Shakeology. I don't say Shakeology, but I explain Shakeology as part of the clean eating plan so that they understand it's kind of a package deal. The other thing I added in once I was explaining the sugar detox, and I've kind of kept it, was talking about how it helps with cravings to make sure there's no nutrient deficiencies that are causing them. So I feel like that's been working for me pretty well. And then the part 3 is online accountability, blah, blah, blah. Then, of course, again, always end with a question. Does this sound like something you can commit to? Blah, blah, blah. Sounds good. Then we talked about gluten-free and she's a celiac and blah, blah. So then the next step for me is I go into the breakdown. I list exactly what they're going to get. And I tell them the price. I was actually wrong. It was still $140. I thought the price had gone back up in August. But anyway, you go into, and then I tell them their only recurring cost is their Shakeology, and that is $4 per meal for the healthiest meal of the day. And then I kind of plant the seed of there's ways to, make it more affordable if you decide that you want to stick with it. So then I ask them for an email, ask for their flavor preference, and it goes from there. And she happened to say, my mom is interested as well. Well, okay, she needs her own challenge pack and get set up too. So she is supposed to be signing up shortly as well. So that one
Can you copy your 1, 2, 3 paragraph?
really well for me.
I know.
Yes, I will.
I just want to read exactly what you wrote because I can't see
That's why we're doing this. Okay, I will copy that and I will put it into the thing
the
again.
team leaders.
Team
message.
leaders that you were so worried you weren't part of.
I'm a little
Okay,
buggy right now.
it's okay. It's okay. And hopefully you got, for me, rather than posting them on the coach page, like I personally just have a document with all this stuff posted in it for myself that I saved to my desktop. I feel like it's easier than having to go back and forth to the coach page. But I'm obviously always happy to share any of my conversations with you guys. And then I'll give you the little breakdown spiel I get too. And please note here, I copy and pasted and negated to erase a sentence, that always makes me feel like absolute shit. Please be careful about that. Because I look like a jackhole for doing that. But luckily she knows me well enough that she didn't care, I guess. Okay, one more copy and paste for you guys. Okay. All right, so hopefully that's helpful. Okay, any questions about that? That's a somebody I really don't know at all in real life that I just started talking to. I have one more of those that I was gonna give as an example. I may have given her as an example before, but I like it, so gonna do it anyway. Okay, so I think the way we became friends is, again, through mutual friends. We had a bunch in common, and I just sent her a thing. So again, just doing my general outreach back in April. Just wanted to take a second to tell you what beautiful girls you have. She's always posting pictures of her daughters and whatever. Hey, thanks. Quite proud of them. Great. So about 2 weeks later, hey there, happy Friday. Just trying to get geared up for my next health and fitness challenge. So I'm reaching out to everyone I know to see who would like a little more info on what our group entails. I'd love to hold a spot for you if you're needing a little extra support. Just getting back on track myself after vacation, and I always love doing it with buddies. So again, I'm always changing my little spiel, but this was one I was doing back in August, or April rather. She responds the next day, yes, please add me. I need to start doing something. So then that's when I always do love to hear a little more about you, maybe something. And as you can see, crickets, never heard back from her. So that happens a lot, I feel like, in this step, because people aren't like prepared to like type something out, and I think then they forget that they haven't responded or whatever. It seems like too much work to respond to me. I don't know. But I do get a lot of crickets after this step, I've found. But anyway, so I sent her a follow-up about a month later, just checking in. And then a few days later, she's, just now seeing this, sorry. We were talking about our kids are graduating. And that's basically the gist of our entire conversation in May. So I didn't bring up, basically, if she had brought up the challenge again, I would have then pursued it. But since she didn't, I just decided, well, we need to kind of, finesse this relationship a little bit more. So I just talked about our kids and the fact that they were graduating or whatever. So then our kids graduated. So I checked in with her. Did we both survive graduation? Barely, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So July 1st, that's when I sent her another, little invite. So I said, just wanted to touch base with you and tell you I'm so excited to get the chance to work together. Oh, because she obviously responded to the sugar detox invite again. So again, I asked her about her goals, and this time she actually responded. She's telling me or whatever. So again, you guys, always my first response back is I can so relate to how you're feeling, because something they say resonates with me somewhere in there. So then I go on to explain it. And again, then I ask is it okay if I give you a few more details about the group and what it involves? Again, ending with the question. And here she's so excited. Yes, please do. Okay, I will. So again, it's my same basic format. End with a question. Absolutely, what are the costs? Okay, so that's a pretty reasonable question. Then I went into my breakdown thing again. I literally copy and paste this. I might tweak it a few little words here and there, but this is the part that I use over and over and over. So she says, okay, price isn't too bad. What's the monthly recurring cost? She gives me her email. And so then I explained it to her a little bit more. So she then went on to tell me that she thinks her husband wants to do it too. So I went ahead and signed her up as a discount coach because she was going to order 2 bags. And I was like, it doesn't make any sense for you not to save some money. So that's what she did. And that's where, I can go into all this stuff, but.
Can you copy that pricing information, please?
I already did that, ma'am.
Okay.
Already did that.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you copy that initial invite when you first told her, like, hey, I'm about to start this group, just wondering if you're... if
The
this is-
very first one after, like up here.
yeah, like when you first,
Yeah.
hey,
Hey there,
Yeah.
Claudia. Yeah. You got it.
thank you.
Okay, let me also, hold on. Let me add a people. Right, Taylor? I don't think you're in this thread, so I'm going to add you. Here you are. Okay, let me add you real quick. All right. And then, okay. Uh-oh. It said it failed to click to send again. I don't know what happened there. Okay, I think it went through that time. Okay, so any questions about those, you guys? Does that make sense? Everybody feel a little more comfortable about reaching out to and inviting people you don't really know? Again, this doesn't always work, you guys. I get ignored plenty of times. People don't respond, like plenty of times. I'm just giving the examples where it works, but I have plenty of times where it doesn't work very well. So you never know, but this is this general format that's been working pretty well for me. Okay. Okay, I was going to reshare. I did share this one the other day, but this is the one that I talked about overcoming objections that I really dug it. And this girl, she's in our challenge group right now. She's freaking hysterical. But again, I don't really know her. She's in my stay-at-home doctor mom group. So you can see back in April, she asked to join the group. I added her. She also joined, I joined or started a little fit club with like a separate group, with the same group of Dr. Moms. So I just reached out to her there, asked if, how things have been going, blah, blah, blah. So she shared a little bit. My husband's into body by science. I don't even know what the heck that is. So I just said, sounds like you're doing great. Keep up the good work, blah, blah. Okay, then I sent her daughter a birthday invite or birthday wishes, and she came back with basically, you'll be proud, basically sharing some of her, non-scale victory kind of things. So I told her I'm so proud, blah, blah, blah. And then I obviously sent her a invite to whatever the July group was. So again, you guys, like just by having these conversations with people and then a week or so later or 2 weeks or a month or whatever, just at some point then sending them an invite to one of my events, I'm just having new people respond that they're interested so that it kind of starts some new conversations going. So anyway, again, same spiel, you guys. She's telling me the same thing, blah, blah, blah. Asking her again if she wants more info, please do. So there's my part 3 thing. Okay, so she comes back with, I will have a hard time with step 2. I hate shakes, hate them. I also have to cook for the whole family and use it for food service, blah, blah, blah. So she's not sure at all about part 2. So that's where I come in and say, totally hear you, Amy. I swear to you, I was completely skeptical of Shakeology in the beginning as well. Again, relating to her objections, because I really thought it was a bunch of BS as well. So then I explained to her how I overcame that, how it helped me feel better. And I also said, I've had so many other Dr. Moms say literally the exact same thing, and they've trusted me enough to give it a try. And these people are now total converts. So then I said, as far as the eating plan goes, totally not an issue if that's something you don't need right now, but at least you have it as an option. So then she asked for price. She says, depending on the price, I'll try Shakeology, blah, blah, blah. And again, I did the same damn thing where I didn't erase a little thing. Sometimes I get really excited and don't pay attention. So anyway, she ended up signing up for a challenge pack. And now she's, at least as far as I know, happy with it. So anyway. I know, Janelle, you wanted parts of that, but maybe I've already given you parts of that. Did you want the overcoming the Shakeology objection part?
Yeah, the overcoming the Shakeology, and then I don't know if you have this, if this was in that conversation or not. I'm making dinner for my kids right now, but I get a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, I'm interested," and then they'll say like, "Oh yeah, that sounds good," but I have like, or my meal. I just started up my meal plan again, or whatever. It's doing all right, or I'm exercising enough right now, or something. Just kind of basically saying I think I'm doing okay on my own.
Right.
So I'm just wondering, like, do you even pursue those people? Because now I'm at a disadvantage because they're not reaching out to me. Like,
right.
I'm reaching out to them, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm fine with what I'm doing." So,
right. Well, here's what I would say, because there's two ways for me to answer that. So people that if you're talking about somebody that I've reached out to and they've come back to me saying they're doing fine. Actually, I have another conversation to share that I was going to share anyway. So why don't I just go ahead and skip to that one? And I think it will make more sense, or it will answer your question. Okay, this thread is going to get all clogged up here. Okay, let me find her real quick. Okay. So this is a girl that I went to med school with, so I do know her. And Kim and I were talking about on one of the calls recently that we feel like it's almost harder to convince people that you actually do know to do something. Mm-hmm. So anyway, this was back in November. Reached out to her, just checking in. So, we caught up because we hadn't seen or talked to each other since medical school, and that's been like 10 years or something. So then a little bit after Thanksgiving, I was asking about the Thanksgiving, and then this is when I was just jumping right into it. I was like, "Oh, how was Thanksgiving? I really don't care. I want you to come to my challenge group." So anyway, needless to say, she did not respond to this. She's probably like, "You are a schmuck. I can't stand you." So then 2 weeks later was sending out like these final call for the challenge group things. And she actually did respond to this, but she says, "Thanks for asking. My current routine is going well. I enjoy watching all your amazing progress, so keep it up." I just said, "Thank you. So glad you found something that's working for you. Keep it up. If it's okay," this is an important point, Janelle. "If it's okay with you, I'd love to just check in with you from time to time to see how things are going." And asked her what routine she was doing. Blah, blah. She's super busy. She's a general surgeon, so we didn't really talk about it. But I basically just set it up with those people that I'm just going to keep checking in to see how they're doing. And most people, they're not going to say, "No, I hate you, go away." They're appreciative that you care enough to check on them. So 3 months go by. "Hey there, Kara, was just thinking about you. Thought I'd check in. How are you? How's your crazy schedule?"
Oh my God.
What?
Keep reading.
What? Oh, pus. Yeah.
No.
Oh, copious urine and pus?
No, I took out an extra large Brute bottle from a dude's rectum.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the life of a physician. I'm not fazed by this.
I love it.
But yeah.
I wish I had my glasses.
Yeah, well, she's a surgeon, and she took out an extra large Brute, which is a champagne bottle, from a dude's rectum last night.
Eating dinner.
Sorry. And apparently that morning I had talked about copious urine and pus. I don't know, whatever.
Of course you did.
Of course. So anyway,
I'm going to keep teaching my 5th graders.
Yeah. Okay. But she then brings up, okay, let's talk about your next challenge group. She has a trip coming up. She's doing this stuff. She's not exercising. So basically whatever this routine she had is not going well anymore. She's thinking my home workouts may be better for my schedule. Thoughts? Well, of course my thoughts are yes, of course they would be. Duh. So, blah, blah, the workout. I talked about the workouts. Sounds good. I don't know what she's talking about. Okay, whatever. So anyway, obviously I wasn't yet doing the part 1, part 2, part 3 thing yet. But we got a conversation about it. She agreed and she signed up. So this is somebody that told me she's doing fine on her own. And then a few months later, she decided she wasn't doing that fine on her own and, brought it up to me. So my answer to your question is if it's somebody you're reaching out to, Janelle, and they tell you like they're not interested in your group because they already have their own thing going on, I just congratulate them, encourage them, check back in with them. But if it's somebody that has, like Amy was saying, where she didn't really feel like she needed the nutrition aspect necessarily, but she needed help with the workouts and the support, then that's when I just basically say, well, you get it all together and it's at least nice to have it if you ever want to use it. That's kind of my strategy with those people. Does that make sense? Janelle?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. So that's the difference there. And again, you guys, I like to use this to point out also that I sucked at this in the beginning, as you can tell. How was your Thanksgiving? Why don't you come to this group that I have? I mean, it's terrible. It makes me like cringe now. But obviously you can also recover from that. So even if you suck at this in the beginning and you feel like you look like a complete jerk, people don't care. Like, let me find out another one. Is this helpful, you guys? Am I just rambling on? Okay. So here's another person. Okay. So here's another person that is in our group currently. She doesn't really post, but that's okay. So I just connected with her. Apparently we were talking some crazy stuff too. Okay. So we just connected back in January. Like I just found her on Facebook. She's one of my favorite nurses in Buffalo when I was doing residency. So totally just touched base with her for a while. Okay, so February 3rd, I just randomly sent her. I know you're probably going to think I'm crazy, but decided to just go for it anyway. So I invited her to the coaching opportunity. And this is when I was inviting a whole bunch of nurses, and a lot of them I didn't know. Now, I do know this girl. But as you can see, negatory, no responso at all. So then I'm like, okay, whatever. So then 6 weeks later, just checking in because she's starting a new job. Have you started your new job yet? So she does respond to this. And again, since she did not, a lot of times people will then bring up the thing I mentioned before, but if they don't, I don't bring it up again because it's obvious that they're just trying to ignore the fact that I ever sent that message. And I usually am trying to ignore it too because it usually makes me cringe. So anyway, we talked about her new job. Again, just checked in, blah, blah. Oh, then I obviously made a post about residency being horrible and some of the residents being horrible. So she decided she would check in with me. But again, we're just chitty-chatting. And then all of a sudden, July 9th, she messages me. I was on vacation with Joe. She's like, okay, size, worth the money, honey? And we went from there. I was like, no, don't get size. Who's calling me? Oh, that's my son. Basically, I talked her into getting 21-day fix because I feel like it's a better program, like for results-driven program. She's not like super obese or anything where I think size or something a little bit more fun just to get them moving, it was a better idea. So anyway, I talked her into 21-day fix. Well, in the process of our conversation, she ordered it off of Amazon. And I was like, no! I'm like, can you cancel that order? She's like, oh, okay, sorry. So she canceled it. Because I was actually going to just let it go, you guys, because I was like, whatever. If she's just ordering the program, it's $15, whatever. I was just going to add her anyway. But then she started talking about Shakeology. And she's like, oh, my sister-in-law loves Shakeology. I need to order Shakeology. I was like, okay, then you need to cancel your order and order a challenge pack. So that's what she did. She canceled it. I sent her a link. She signed up. And now I converted her to a discount coach since then. So again, this is a pretty good one for somebody that had totally ignored my jerky messages from before, but didn't hold it against me. So, okay. Any questions about that one or anything else? I really feel like that's about, okay. I'll show you guys, I've been trying to invite more to the coaching opportunity. I feel like that one is a lot tougher just to get people that actually are interested. That being said, like a lot of people ignore me on that one, like literally just pretend like I don't exist. But I did have a couple responders this week. Now they didn't sign up yet or anything like that, but it did get me some conversations. We had some nice phone calls, and I'm hoping at some point, golly, we go back a ways, I guess. Okay, so this girl apparently, and I didn't even scroll through all this before, had reached out to me about Shakeology, or she posted in a mom's group or something about starting one of the programs. And back then I was like trolling these groups, and I was like, boom, and like attack them basically. Which isn't awesome, I'm not gonna lie, and it's pretty creepy actually, but I had people at least still respond to me. So she sent me an email. She wasn't sure about Shakeology. Anyway, she never ordered anything from me. I don't know what ever happened. And she's doing CrossFit back then, so she decided the link I sent, she didn't want the Shakeology. So I sent her a different link, but again, she never signed up. So I checked in with her again, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, and she apparently was doing some Advocare. I did not read through all this when I sent her this the other day. Apparently she's not doing that, because after I talked to her, now she's all about Shakeology, and she really digs it. So I invited her to my New Year's group. She responded, no, thanks for thinking of me, blah, blah. She posted something about her and her brother working out together. I tried to spark up a conversation there. Got nothing. Wished her a happy anniversary. Got a little blurb there. Okay, so then whenever this was, Thursday. She's been checking into some workout place. So I asked her about that. And basically just said, I'm always on the lookout for awesome, positive people who have a passion for health and fitness to join my team of coaches. And of course, I immediately thought of you. I'm not sure that's something you've ever considered as an option, but I'd absolutely love to chat with you about what I do and see if it's something you might have a passion for too. Any chance I piqued your interest enough for a brief chat? So basically she was real skeptical, but she said she talked to me and we had a phone conversation. Again, she, said she wasn't ready to do it right now, but hopefully something will come from it down the road. I don't have a whole lot of coaching like success examples, because I honestly haven't had long enough actually sending out those messages to really plant those seeds well enough yet. So anyway, I just keep working on that one, and hopefully I'll get more interest and people ready to sign up. So, okay, any other questions?
You could always use the message to my wife you sent.
It's true. And then she's like, oh, no, I don't want to, but my husband would love to. Okay. Sounds great. Yeah, that's a good point, though. Why don't I do that one real quick? Gotta find her. Here we go. So, yeah, this is how I got Erin. Actually, how I got Brian. She was in my Food Fight Fitness group. She did a whole 30, I think, way back when. I don't know. This isn't loading. But as you can see, I just, when people post about or something about her uncle was sick or something, I sent her a message about that. But here it was back in April. Hey, Erin, just thinking about you. Thought I'd check in to see how things are going. Hope this doesn't come across as crazy. Said, well, I guess that might not be too far off. Haha, because I'm so funny. Thought you might be someone who might make a pretty amazing coach on my team. I know you're someone who's already focused on our own health and fitness. This is such an amazing opportunity to share your experiences to help inspire others. Would any part of you be interested in hearing just a little bit more about what exactly it is that I do? Promise it won't hurt one bit. Smiley, winky, whatever. I'm the emoji queen, if you guys have not noticed by now. Anyway, it took her like 2 weeks to reply. She's ready to hear about what I do. So she and I had a chat, and again, that they were at Disney, I guess. Oh no, I was at Disney. So then I gave her, this was back when I was using, I think, Camerati's little blurbs for this, because again, I didn't really know what I was doing. But anyway, that's when she shared with me, she's familiar with Beachbody. My hubby is a big P90X guy. She hasn't tried Shakeology, but he was recently saying he wants to. So anyway, I then shifted my focus to connecting with Brian at some point. Well, I guess I was still on her, but anyway, so that's how I got Brian. So anyway, okay, any other examples you guys need or are curious about before I stop my screen? I'm good?
No, but that's really helpful.
Okay, well, I'm glad. I kind of felt like maybe I was rambling there, but
No.
I
I have a question.
okay, go for it, Becky.
Non-related kind of.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm a little confused about BOD. When you get your month free, when you initially sign up, because I never looked at it, that's why I don't know. Do you have access to every one of the different workouts?
No,
Nope. The old
it's
ones.
just the older ones and the ones you've purchased,
So the older ones, like what?
like
P90X3,
Brazilian,
P90X2.
Brazilian butt lift, Tai Chang.
Body Beast, maybe?
No, I bought Body Beast.
No.
10-minute trainer.
Yeah, Slim and Six is one of them.
Yeah, and then there's also Beachbody On Demand exclusives from each trainer. So like this week I'm doing the Tony Horton exclusives. So they're not even, so there's like Warrior Arms, there's like a cardio one, and then Autumn has like Kill Cupcake. And
she has her prenatal one.
yeah,
But
and
then
the stability ball one.
But
That's
then
because you go ahead.
but there's also the Challenge du Jour, which is, those are different workouts from different programs. So that's a nice way to try some different ones as well.
Yeah.
Each program
you have
has a
access
sample
to-
workout, but not the full program. For that.
Starting tonight is the reality show. Are you guys am I the only one that's like
No.
super pumped about that?
Apparently.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Because I was literally like, who would watch this? Now I know.
Really? Oh my gosh. Do you guys like Big Brother?
No.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's why.
Hate reality TV.
You do? And see, I don't watch TV except Big Brother. Like that, I wait every summer and I get so
actually love
excited.
Survivor, actually. I like Survivor a lot.
Yeah, that was all right.
So
I
when
like
you
Bear
buy,
Grylls, but that's not really reality. So
Yeah. But you have to pay for it beyond the 30 days or else you don't have access anymore. Peggy.
then you
it's
only
like
have access
$42
to
a
the
quarter.
things that you've bought
Yes.
and the old
And the
stuff.
old stuff, yes.
And the exclusives.
Okay.
Right. And then now, like, Autumn is doing a cooking channel on there. So you'll have, I feel like they're going to make, Beachbody On Demand is going to end up being like a Netflix or a Hulu. It's going to be a subscription
Yep.
service for fitness. So I don't know, just looking at their mission statement and stuff, like from a business perspective, I can see that's where they're going. They're going to have their own reality shows, cooking channels, like all of that stuff for Beachbody On Demand.
Well, especially that they're on Roku and Apple
Yeah,
TV.
exactly.
And Amazon TV.
You can get them on your Fire Stick now too.
Well, and you can also do the digital downloads or whatever, where you don't have to order the actual program. You can just pay to unlock it or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's
I know
getting a lot better from when it was first released. That's for sure. Like they're offering more and more stuff.
And pretty quick too.
Worth getting. So I mean, obviously I have it. It's the only way you can get leads, but I actually like it. I use it to access my stuff when I'm traveling or if I can't find my discs or whatever. So
Or the
I
kids want to watch
think
TV.
I was telling people the wrong thing. That's why I needed to
it's
know.
okay. I tell people, well, I used to tell people the wrong thing. So it's okay. They'll forgive you. So anyway, but just so you guys know too, just real quick about the Beachbody On Demand thing, because I actually just asked Coach Relations about this the other day because I did not know how it worked. So apparently when they sign up for their challenge pack, they get a second email or a separate email on how to activate their free trial.
Oh.
So you can't just send them to like Beachbody On Demand, or else they have to like put in their
Put their
information,
credit card
like they sign up. I mean, they can still do that, and Coach Relations ensures me that their 30 days is still free if they do that. So if somebody can't find the email or whatever, I just assure them that they're not going to be charged for 30 days. But they are sent like a activation email, whatever, when they sign up for their challenge pack. So just so you know, I just clarified that the other day. Because I had people ask me, like I don't really know what the link we send them looks like. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't signed up that way. I don't think I ever signed up that way, but it's definitely been a long friggin' time. So I don't know what it looks like. So I also didn't realize that their link, they can't really look at the program through the link, like the sign up link. Like they can't really look at the program details very well through that. So I've had people recently saying like, I need more details. So what I make sure to tell them is I send them to teambeachbody.com, show them where they can look, but then I always stress, but don't sign up through the website. Go back to the link that I sent you when you're ready to sign up so that they don't get assigned some random coach and then you got to go fix it. It's all a big mess.
When I send them the information, like when they want all the big details about the programs and stuff, I'd go to the BB links, so it sends them to, it's your coach ID is the referral. So if by any chance they happen to hit buy now, it still goes to you.
Okay. I feel like I haven't done it through the BB link, so I can't say that. But like when I was just sending them to my website, I still was having people somehow that were clicking out of me and signing up.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I just try to have them use the link, like the Coach Mobile app link.
I do too. And I've never, until last week and this week, I've had 3 people that are like, oh, I want to see, I want to look at all the detailed product. And so I use the BB links. Well, I sent it to myself first to see what I would get. And then I clicked on it and went to it.
Yeah,
and
that's
it basically breaks down every disc, the containers, it breaks everything down, shows them pictures of everything they're getting. Okay. And then if they happen to hit buy now, it goes to my coach ID. So, I
Okay.
mean, I still want them to do it through the Coach mobile app, but
Yeah.
if for any reason they don't and they happen to click on it,
Okay.
if you do it through BB Links, that's
Okay. That's smart. I like that. Hi, Heather.
Hello.
I just saw you jumped on down there. I recorded this. I don't know if it's helpful for you too, Heather, but I basically just went through a bunch of different conversation scenarios for people to kind of see how my conversations kind of flow. I really feel like I've gotten into like a really organic flow with my conversations, and so that's really helping me a lot too. And that's just come from the fact that I've had so many conversations. So that's why, the more people you can talk to, you just get better at it. And, things just start, flowing so much better. And, like you guys can see, just from April to now, like my conversations the way I talk to people, just everything has changed so much. And it's just gotten better for me. So.
That's
All right.
I'm finding it really awkward right now to start conversations with people.
Yeah. What feels awkward for you?
Just that, people that I don't know, I'm just going through their news feed and stuff and trying to find something that I could comment on. What I've started to do now is I look at what they do for a living and make a comment on that.
Yeah. The way because I do get what you say, especially like people that don't post on Facebook very often, then it's like you look like a creeper. You're like going back to February. Oh, your daughter was cute back in February. Okay, weirdo, go away. So that's where the saving the posts has helped me a lot, because then I know it's somebody who has posted recently something that I can relate to, or at least like it's a more recent thing, if that makes sense. But I also have still a lot, because I'm, constantly adding to my network. So I have a lot of people that I still have never spoken to really. So, the fewer numbers you have, I guess it's a little bit harder to rely on just that. But that does help me narrow it down. Like if it's somebody that hasn't posted something literally in months, like obviously isn't super into Facebook, I don't reach out to those people. Like I wait until they've posted something, so I don't look like a complete weirdo. So
what I've been doing lately is when someone accepts my friend request, I go in right away and say thanks for accepting my friend request, and then try to make some comment on something that they might want to about and ask them something.
That's smart.
It feels a little bit better. It feels a little less awkward, but I was struggling there for a while.
Yeah. So, like I said, it gets easier, you guys, the more you do it. But that's why I keep saying you just got to keep sending out those invites and outreach messages, and it all just gets a lot more comfortable. So, anyway. All right. Well, we will wrap it up. It's 9:30. So, any other questions before we go? Anything you guys need? Hopefully this was helpful. Go, Jeremy. Okay, just a minute. Okay. All right. Well,
I think we need to take a quick picture of our call.
yes, we
Someone
do.
do that, because we haven't done that in a while.
I know. I definitely want to post this one because there's so many faces on it. It looks so good. Peggy, you look gorgeous. Brian's got a new hair too. I mean, come on, y'all. Does anybody know how to do it? Kim, are you going to do it?
Yeah, but I don't have, how many people do we have on?
I can do it.
We have 11 people on.
Yeah, I only have 9 on my screen, so I can't do it.
Who knows how to, okay, Peggy, you tried to tell me, right, how to screenshot my screen on my computer, and I didn't believe you, but it supposedly works. So tell me what to do again.
Control-Shift-4, and then a little cursor will pop up on your screen.
F4 or 4?
No, just 4.
Control,
Shift, 4.
Shift, and 4.
Do you see that little thing?
Yeah, but
Then you gotta drag it.
no.
No, you don't have to drag it.
Command Shift 4. Oh, wait. Yeah, yep, I see it. Okay, hold on. And then I do this, and then what do I do with it?
We're all looking at ourselves. It's
I got it.
You drag it. You drag
Okay.
it.
Trying to figure out
Like
I warn you,
I never wore makeup today. I just got back from the pool. Why am I suggesting this?
We gotta do it again because I just
Emily.
Wait, you just did it?
I was like,
Emily,
this.
you have to start in the corner and then drag
I know,
it.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Hold on. No, not yet. Hold on. I will warn you this time before I do it.
Please.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, just a second. Okay, are we ready? Everybody look good.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we got it that time. Now, where the heck does that go, Peggy?
Onto
Now
your
you-
desktop.
Okay, I'm going to stop my recording real quick.